Welcome to SMSU Esports. This is Kra McGraw, joined by my fellow caster Big Al here for the last season regular game for SMSU League of Legends, and they will be going up against Kansas State University today. Big Al, draft is locked in. Are you excited to cast this game?
I am extremely excited. Yeah.
This is Al's first game casting, so might be working through through some things, but he'll get a good feel for it. We did some practice casts before this, so get him nice and comfortable, ease him into this. You know, got to have somebody to replace me when I'm gone here, soon. But
True.
Draft is locked in here for SMSU versus Kansas State University, and coming out here in the early parts of the draft for SMSU, seeing a lot of support-focused bans there, getting rid of the Janna, the Leona, the Shen. On the other hand, for Kansas State, getting rid of that Zarya, that Hecarim, that Blitz. That Zarya ban seeming to be a focus ban onto Joshua. We've seen him play that quite a bit so far.
Yeah, definitely.
But you were excited for this in draft. They let a Samira through.
Yeah, I saw that. They have a lot of peel for the Samira, though.
That is true.
The Galio, the Alistar, that's a ton of peel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to see one of your favorite picks, that Gwen jungle on the SMSU side.
Yes.
I do not like junglers that don't bring a lot of utility to the team. Personal preference here as a jungler player myself. But it does feel real good to play like a Zed or a Kha'Zix or a Yi.
Oh,
or
true.
I guess a Gwen in this case, and do whatever the heck you want.
I'm actually really curious to see how the Gwen performs this game.
Yeah.
Same with the Samira because of how much peel they have.
Mm-hmm.
The like I said, the Alistar, the Galio. I mean, Gwen struggles with that kind of peel a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, and especially the Alistar too, right? Like, the Alistar can get inside Gwen's bubble if he wants to and knock her out of it.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm curious to see how this plays out because their win conditions are Kansas State.
Yep.
Kansas State's win conditions are Jinx and Graves, and if those picks don't get ahead and don't farm and are disrupted, then the game might be pretty tough for Kansas State. So,
I'm not sure. Did they locked in Graves after? No, SMSU had first pick, and then Kansas State got 2 picks locked in. I'm just trying to remember if they locked in the Graves after or before the Gwen got locked in.
I actually don't know.
Because I'm curious if that's a counter pick necessarily. Because, well, I guess I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that matchup works necessarily.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't played against too many Graves. In like Gold Elo. It's not a super popular pick. When it does get picked, it kind of hard stomps because it's a Smurf pick. But
yeah, we do get to see this interesting Karma top versus Aatrox. You have any inclination as to how you think that lane's gonna go? Because Karma doesn't have smite.
Ooh, yeah, it looks like it's actually a Karma lane, which is really cool to see. I actually like that. I have no idea how it'll play into Aatrox. I've never seen that lane before.
Yeah, I haven't either. That seems like a really hazardous lane, shall we say.
I would assume that
if Aatrox gets ahead at all, he just stomps out, but Karma's going to have the edge early. Karma did take the Ignite versus Aatrox's TP, so she does have those, she has access to Grievous Wounds immediately when she needs them. Definitely. It is going to help her against that Aatrox, but I don't know. Aatrox, man.
I know. But yeah, I'm definitely very curious to see how that lane goes.
Yeah, we got pretty even starts here. No invades, no funky business from either of the teams. So just being nice and calm. Gwen starts out on her blue side jungle. Graves starting out on the red side, so they will be mirroring each other. Believe if I understand the Gwen jungle correctly, she wants to go for a full clear fairly heavily. It doesn't have a lot of gank. Well, yeah, it doesn't have a lot of gank pressure.
Yeah,
without any CC.
Because in that 2v2, the Gwen and the Aatrox lose pretty hard. So if they both show up top level 3, level 4, then I can't see SMSU winning that.
As we're talking about, there's a lot of aggression coming out from Kansas State in the bot lane here. Force and Fearful, I believe he had to flash out there. Didn't burn the Ignite, but the Exhaust did get burnt there from Joshua. Having a little bit of stuttering issues. Believe that's coming through on stream, but hopefully it's not too bad. JAMA's not too... a little behind in CS right now, but there's a big wave building up.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Karma's setting up a slow push. They could look for a dive here, but I don't think it would be super successful with Gwen being top lane at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, getting that fight for that early control with the vision there in that brush. Classic bot lane things.
True.
Gotta have that brush warded. Gotta make sure you're not getting lane ganked.
Yeah, especially with the Nautilus.
Or just so that you could have your Alistair go in and out of it and just scream terror upon the Samira.
Yeah, it's just so much pressure.
I'm out of the bush. What am I doing? You don't know.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to roam up for that Scuttle Crab. Now they definitely know Gwen is topside because she's not doing the bot side Scuttle.
Yeah, and Graves, Gwen probably going to encounter each other over here on the Scuttle. Gwen did spot him out there, but Graves will pick up the Scuttle there pretty easily. And Gwen's just going to look for a recall here. Not much she can really do with the state of the lane. Aatrox pushed up there as he is, and don't really have any CC. You know, you can ghost in there, but like...
yeah, I don't know. I don't think much is going to happen, especially with the amount of self-peel Karma has.
Mm-hmm.
Movement speed.
Yeah,
brood.
that shield is dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Graves looking like... Yeah, just gotta go on bot. That's where he was pathing anyways. He is wasting time here, though.
Ooh, the Hex Flash. Ooh.
Not going to find anything, and Graves just wasting time there as Gwen gets back to her, clearing here real quick. Going to have that full second clear here, more than likely. Mm-hmm. I know Graves in the jungle, it is kind of a tempo pick a little bit.
Oh, like, definitely.
You do a lot of damage, but if you get behind...
Yeah, it's tough to play
It's not fun.
No. It is not.
Pajama's taking a little bit of damage up here in the top lane, but going to be pretty even with the Karma.
One thing to watch out for with the Karma is her Mantra W healing.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
Ooh, gets that Ignite onto Pajamas.
Did the Karma just flash?
She did. She burned all of her summoners. Pajamas gets out of that without having to burn any of his own. Does have TP, so he'll be able to get back up into that lane really quickly if he needs to. This is post-nerf TP, unfortunately, so
unfortunate.
Can't really do anything other than TP to tower with it.
Yeah, playing with TP feels really bad right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love teleport, but it's just, you just feel like you get...
Ooh, Alistair coming in here with the mid-roam. Taunta's going to get off in that Galio.
Ignite
They're going
off.
to burn Ignite, but...
They just do not have the damage
They're not going to... Yeah, kind of a really lackluster Ignite. I mean, I guess it was Alistair's Ignite, so... Galio still has the Ignite for the kill pressure.
Oh? Nothing.
And Slag is fairly low mana here.
Slag has 2 biscuits, though. And a Corrupting.
That is true. I don't think he has any charges on the Corrupting left, though.
No, I think it just used the last one.
Yeah, pretty quiet game so far.
Oh, yeah.
Both teams just trying to kind of farm it out. KSU with a little bit of a gold lead in that respect from the farm. Jinx has a good 15 farm up on Samira. But besides that, not a big difference in the mid lane, not a big difference in the top lane.
The Aatrox is actually out farming the Karma, which I did not expect.
Yeah, they got all that pressure on the... KSU has had some... They've tried to make some plays so far, but they haven't managed to, really capitalize on it fully. I'm still a little critical of that burned Ignite in the mid lane after they already knew that they weren't going to get the Ori with it.
Yeah, definitely.
And they just burned Ignite. I mean, they burned Alistair's Ignite, but then Alistair doesn't have the Ignite for the kill pressure in the bot lane. We'll be an early... Oops, dropping my pen. We'll be an early dragon here for KSU. Doesn't look like SMSU's really in a position to contest it. Don't have the timing.
Yeah, mid has prio, unfortunately. They could have went for that if mid wasn't shoved in.
Mm-hmm.
But that Galio can just hop over with his ult, so it's kind of a lost fight.
Yeah. Kind of the... I don't know. Galio's kind of an interesting mix between, like, what Malphite is and what Shen is in a certain way.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he has... His passive shield is, like, real similar to Malphite passive shield. They both do kind of similar things, but different.
Yeah, I feel like Galio's like a mix of the two, but does both of them slightly worse.
Yeah, he has to rely on somebody for his full engage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that taunt though, man. Taunt is real fun.
Looks like the support's roaming up for the Herald. SMSU has no idea.
Yeah, you know, as slow as this game is so far, KSU is finding those little bit of extra map presence where they can. You know, they get a nice rotation off, get the Ocean Drake, and then they get that Scuttle, or not the Scuttle. Oh my gosh, the Scuttle's older brother, Rift
Older
Herald.
sister.
Sister?
Shelly.
Shelly. Oh, true. Yeah, true. They do get the Rift Scuttler's older sister, Shelly, for free. So, see what Graves wants to go and do with that.
Surprised at the lack of kill pressure in the bot lane right now from SMSU.
Mm-hmm.
Nautilus Samira, that is a kill lane. But
Yeah, maybe
Oh.
a little bit of hitching.
Ooh, we're looking for a dive. This could
And
be
as you
really
say,
good
kill
for
lane.
SMSU.
Ooh, Nautilus, though,
Oh, boy.
is going to fall there, and now Samir's in a really dangerous position, going to get picked up and give a free double kill over to that Jinx. Not what you want to be doing.
No, sir. That Galio had a really good reaction to that dive. Unless he was already pathing there.
SMSU trying to find something on the top corner
Looks
of
like
the
a
map.
kill in
Going to
the
be
top
putting some
lane.
pressure onto that Karma. Use the Ori ult
Nice.
as well as the ult coming out from... Oh, no. That wasn't... Okay. I couldn't tell if that was Aatrox ult or not. His ult literally just came back up. So
It's a nice
just
roam
the Ori
from,
ult.
nice roam from Slagrat.
Mm-hmm.
Also a nice roam from the Galio. Mind Sliver.
They're going to be dropping Herald in the bot lane here. Dragon will be coming up here in 2 minutes, and it looks like Gwen might be towing off a little bit with Graves, but just going to back off. Galio would have been there to help out if they had gone toe-to-toe, so that would not have been great. SMSU is going to be able to kill that Rift Herald before it gets its second charge off on the tower, so they will keep their tower alive, at least for now. Not a lot of damage across the board, though, in terms of tower. There's one plate down in mid, one plate down in mid for KSU, and one plate down in bottom for SMSU.
Alistar's
Besides,
looking for a dive. Does this work?
they're a little too
I don't think
deep.
this-
Samira ult comes up, but gets picked up there by the Graves. Fail's going to have to try and find something here. Hasn't had a lot of pressure on the map yet. Going to pick up
Nice.
Jinx. Gets picked up there, however, by the Alistair.
Nice little shutdown for the Gwen.
Now Ori trying to throw back and forth with the Galio, but it's going to take a little bit of damage there and have to back off. You know, Joshua not being up, you know, that Jinx, like you were talking about before as we were jumping into the game, like Jinx is their win condition. Well, their win condition got a double kill.
Yeah, unfortunately. Wow. That is not great.
Karma Lane getting a little bit of damage out onto Pajamas, but Pajamas is Aatrox.
Yeah.
He's going to heal it up.
Ooh.
Ooh, might be doing a little bit more than healing it up.
Ooh.
Forces the flash out there from Karma. Uses his flash as well, though, so they will trade flash for flash. If he had just waited a little bit there, though,
Yeah.
Ori was on the roam up. Might have been able to bait that Karma in a little bit,
But I think he saw the opportunity and he decided to take it. So. Looks like SMSU is going to be looking for this drag. Oh.
yeah, Drag will be coming up here in 20 seconds. Definitely need to fight over it. SMSU
Aatrox
definitely
has the
needing.
teleport. Oh, it's not unleashed yet. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Not unleashed. And they don't have a bot tower for him to go to.
Yeah,
so
exactly. I mean,
closest
the
he can get
mid
is
tower.
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, might not. SMSU, they do Oh, Samir getting caught on the recall by the Graves, but Fail's going to be there to get a lot of damage out onto Cares, but Galliolt's going to come out, save Cares, and now KSU coming in on the offensive. Oriol comes out, gets two.
Ooh, that Gallio
Barry
pick is nuts.
on the Jinx is there, getting a lot of damage, going to pick up Shadow here, probably. Picks up Shadow, gets the reset, now is going to go on to Slag. Needs one more auto, keeps going on Pajamas. Doesn't pick up Slag, though. Slag is forced to flash out there. And that is just a free dragon for them. Free Infernal.
Imagine trying to get a pick when there's a Gallio on the enemy team. Like, no flame to SMSU. I mean, that looked like a really good pick, and
then there was a Gallio.
It's just totally invalidated. That is tough for SMSU.
Oh, no, Fail.
Camping the Hex
picked
Gate.
up off the Hex Gate.
Season 12. Oh, looks like
it is just a mass fight off the Hex Gate. Joshua trying to find something here, but he's too low. He doesn't have enough.
Go Slag Rat. Go Slag Rat.
Slag picks up one. But now Barry, the Jinx, she's fed, she's hungry, and she's going to pick up Slag.
Wow, camping the Hex Gate. I have...
Just season 12 things, man.
Just season 12 things. Holy. I actually have not seen that before. Maybe I should pick that up.
Ooh, it probably definitely a strategy.
Oh, most definitely. Looks like Alistar going for the execute. For the tower.
That Jinx is 6-1, has a 400 gold bounty, 120 CS to her name. She's going to back here, and she's going to capitalize on that gold some more.
And the Jinx and Alistar are, like, in touch with each other. They just play so well together, it seems.
Yeah, and Joshua, he's 0-4 here, has 100 CS, but he needs to get that cringe bow.
Oh, definitely. The cringe bow.
The cringe bow.
Oh, man.
Ruins everybody's lives, but
from
that's the
downtown.
Oh, no.
Wow. That was an insane rocket.
You know, this was such a quiet game, and then it wasn't.
And then that Jinx got 2 kills in the bot lane.
Yep. And
like
look at Cares. He does not care about Fail at all. He is just Graves damaging it up. You're going to pick up Fail, even though Fail uses the ult there.
I think it's a bit of a mistake for Phil to take that fight when they.
Well, especially when the Graves is 4-1.
Graves is 4-1, and Karma's also has a ton of prio, and Aatrox just backed. I think that's
Graves is 4-1. You're 1-4. You've just got a Nashers, and you might be Gwen, but like it's a 4-1 Graves with Eclipse and Berserker Greaves.
I
ain't messing with that.
I think Gwen could have got pretty close that fight if Karma didn't show up. I think it at least would have been close.
Mm-hmm.
Because Gwen just kind of does that. Plus she has steel caps, which is really good against Graves.
Excuse me there. We're going to see a little bit more action out of this Aatrox. I definitely think that if you're going to pick Aatrox, this more carry top laner, you got to justify it with some carry potential.
Yeah, definitely.
And SMSU right now, other than mid lane, they're not really winning. Yeah, that grave hurts, man.
Yeah. Ooh.
They do.
This looks like
find Maximus in the jungle, but it is Alistar.
Yeah, he just. No. Nope.
Get too close to me, I'm just gonna knock you back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Look at that damage coming out from Graves. Oriol comes out, does pick up the Graves, but Galio's coming in here with the ult. They pick up Aatrox. Gonna turn here now. Barry pushing in, getting a lot of damage. Graves picks up the double kill.
That Galio pick is absolutely disgusting. Single-handedly winning them the game. I think if that mid laner was not Galio right now, I think SMSU would be doing considerably better.
They don't necessarily seem to know what to do with that that global pressure that he's pushing out there, and he's pushing out a lot of pressure, and Fail gonna be going up with a 1v1 with the Galio, but
there's no way that Gwen ever loses that. Yeah, I was gonna say. Gwen definitely wins that.
Galio getting a little bit hubris there.
Ooh, the Jinx rocket barely misses. Well, not really barely, but it misses.
Joshua finally does have his Immortal Shield bow, so as I say that, Karma's gonna pick up fail there on the Gwen, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like KSU's win conditions are getting extremely
And that
ahead.
is going to be another free dragon there for KSU here. They get
Looking at
the massive pickup on the fail there.
Oh, what's the soul?
It is Hextech Soul because
It
we
is
have the
Hex Soul?
Hextech
Oh,
gates.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and man, if you give them Hextech Soul, even more peel for that back line.
Yeah, that's slow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if they need any more, but
They don't. That's just the thing. You don't want to give them more than they already have. That is kind of funky how that looks on Spectator, man.
It does not look like that in game.
No, it doesn't. You just a little blip of light.
Yeah.
You don't get the outline or nothing.
Yeah, that is funny. Let's see. I feel like this game is just going to get worse and worse for SMSU as it transitions into the late game. I mean, it's already 18-3, but I mean, Jinx and Graves are late game picks.
Yeah, it's 18-3. You've got 3 dragons up, so you've got more gold value than it even shows in the 11K gold lead that you have if you're KSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, and SMSU, definitely when they don't have those kills onto their Samira, when they do have him in the comp, not going to do a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Samira, great pick. Get behind really sucks.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And especially with Fail's Gwen pick here, really hard to justify that when
I feel
you're not doing much with it.
I think a Jarvan could have been better here.
As someone who loves Jarvan very, very much, I will always say that Jarvan would be better. But I would agree. I would have liked to see something more high tempo, something that he could actually like gank lanes. That's why I'm not a big fan of the Gwen pick, because I know as strong as it is, because it just scales, and Gwen as a champion is really, really oppressive and strong.
Yeah.
Like in a comp environment, unless you're building your team around that pick, I don't think you can justify it.
Definitely. Oh, that Alistar Galio is gross.
Oh, that Galio ult, though. Getting a lot of damage out here by KSU. Going to pick up Slag and Shadow there, as well as Fail. Going to pick up that. This might just be game, honestly.
It is definitely game at 20 minutes. Wowza. Yeah, Jinx is just going to melt through those towers. And
yeah, not much you can do against that 8-1 Jinx.
Yeah, and the 9-1 Graves as well.
Yeah. That Eclipse Collector build on Graves, too, is also... That's a whole lot of fun to play against.
That's a cool Karma build. It's just a support Karma. So yeah, they're really going all in on that Graves and Jinx.
Yep. Well, and that support Karma also against that Aatrox, she built Putrefier second. Mm-hmm. So
Gwen
she
heals
can just
a lot, Samira heals a lot.
Yeah, she can just
Aatrox heals a lot.
Oh, that's I was mainly thinking about the Aatrox, but yeah, Gwen heals a lot off of her percent damage, and Samira with her ult heals a lot too. And yeah, that Karma pickup, if it got into more teamfight territory, I think that Putrefier would have been major. Just gives an ult shield to her whole team, and everybody has grievous wounds. It's like, oh, you bought healing items. Cool.
Yeah, that's funny, though.
I'm Karma, and I have a Putrefier.
I found it so crazy. I feel like Putrefier is a super underrated item. Because you get a Putrefier on Sona, then nobody else on your team has to buy Grievous Wounds.
Yep.
Well,
or Seraphine, or Karma, or Lux.
Or Lux, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Putrefier is a great item on Lux.
Yeah, I actually never thought about that, really. But
yeah,
I feel like not enough people build like a more supportive style of Lux. I feel like everybody builds
her AP ratios are so good.
But I think I mean I say that, but then it's like, well, I've got a one shot by support Lux like 20 times.
Yeah.
So not 20, more than 20.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for match 1. This is a best of 3, so we will have at least one more match coming up here. So we will be back here in about 5 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less, but keep you posted, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SMSU Esports League of Legends versus Kansas State University for the second game of this best of three. SMSU losing their first game here, and draft is all locked in. And Big Al, what are you feeling?
This is a really interesting draft. This is an extremely interesting draft. We're looking at a Yasuo bot lane, which is not super common. It's not unseen, but it's not very common. Looks like a Lillian lane.
Yeah, some really interesting picks that I'm not a whole lot familiar with.
I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've seen a Volibear in a lane.
Yeah, I think Volibear is a very solid laner, though. I think Volibear is a very solid laner. I actually think that Lilia could be a counter pick to the Volibear in the same way that Lilia is a counter pick to a Tahm Kench.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't see that didn't think about that until right now. I don't know how the set into the Lux is gonna go, though.
Yeah, I'm real curious about that matchup. I was glad to see that SMSU first picked the Jinx. I was interested to see that they kept their first three initial bans the same. But first picking the Jinx makes that make a little bit more sense. Kind of weird they let the Graves through, but maybe they just felt that wasn't what was really the issue last game.
I think the issue was the Galio last game. I genuinely think that Galio almost single-handedly won the game, besides just KSU having a little bit better macro.
I am glad to see that SMSU picked up the Seraphine as the last pick. I was seeing the Volibear and the Hecarim locked in, and usually Heck I don't think has a lot of problems like accessing backline with how fast he can get and with his ult. I do not feel the same way about Volley. I think Volley, his speed up on his Q isn't as fast. And I mean, his ult is good, but his ult doesn't CC anything. It just makes him bigger and him do more damage.
Yeah.
Like, it's a decent dash, but it's on a really long cooldown.
Yeah, Volibear does an absurd amount of damage, though. Like, I've made the mistake too many times of underestimating Volibear's damage, and I just get insta-killed.
Yes, he
has a big damage combo.
He does do a fun amount of damage.
No, it is not a fun amount of damage.
It is a very fun amount of damage. You do not play him enough.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun for the Volibear player. It's not fun for me. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
No way, this Rakan W. Ooh, the flash?
The flash out of Mind Sliver. Shadow going the other way.
Looks like Fail's not getting out of this one. Unless he is. He's not.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate. Graves getting the first blood is not good for the Hecarim or for anybody.
That is a really aggressive flash from Mind Sliver. A little bit of a disrespectful flash.
I don't think so, because Hecarim is Ghost. He can't just flash away, right?
Oh, that's true.
But if Mind Sliver does miss that E, then I don't really see how that ever works. And I mean, he hit it, so it worked. But
I didn't put that together that Hecarim can't just flash away from it. So that actually makes a lot more sense. So thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Heck gonna start here on his red side. Graves gonna mirror start over here on the blue. Last game, jungle pressure, pretty quiet early game. Not a whole lot going on. See if we get the same mirroring this game. I have a feeling we might not, considering the Graves gets the early kill. And probably wants to put a little bit of pressure towards the bot lane for this Yasuo lane. I'm not real sure how that works with this lane, to be honest.
Yeah, I do not see enough Yasuo to know how to play against it, unfortunately. I mean, I see enough Yasuo, just not in the bot lane.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is like an early lane stomp or if they're trying to scale up at all.
I'm assuming it's a...
I would assume it's a stomp, right? Or
I mean, with
an attempted stomp?
Yeah, with a Jinx, and a Seraphine, I mean, Windwall obviously has insane value in this lane. That Windwall is going to be potentially game-winning.
Ooh, a lot of damage coming onto Seraphine there.
Ooh, looks like
is gonna get rooted, but just outside of tower range. Unfortunate for Joshua there.
Rakan is putting up that pressure. Looks like this lane is going in Lux's favor so far. Mid lane, it's to be expected. Ooh, looks like there's action top lane.
Yeah, Heck and Volley going to be coming in here on to Shenjaneer.
And looks like Graves should be counter ganking.
There is going to be there now, but Fail's just going to back off.
Yeah, they're aware. They're well aware that the Graves is there.
Ooh, Set's actually roaming in here. Is going to pinch that. Ooh. You're going to get some early damage onto the Set, but it is a Set after all. It does have that big old shield. Going to throw that out there. Going to back off here. Yeah, Graves actually jumping back in there with the help of Maximus to get some damage on the Fail.
Ooh, looks like a kill for the Lux. Let's go.
Exactly what SMSU was looking for there. KSU playing a little, seems like a little disrespectful.
Oh, I was looking at the scoreboard, and I was confused how KSU had to kill that early invade. Yeah. But yeah, very disrespectful very disrespectful from KSU. There we go. I had to spit that. Had to get that out.
Articulating things on the fly can be
kind of tough. Yeah,
It's a balance. It's a balance, you know.
Looks like.
Well, Lux will have a little bit of a CS lead over the set, which is typically what you expect. You know, Lux is just going to eternal shove in lane, and Sliver is just going to have to deal with that. So
yeah,
she should have prio in mid pretty consistently.
Ooh, looks like Pajamas has a level lead on this Lilia. No Q. Does he not have it? I feel like that's a good time to go in, but maybe I'm wrong. That Comet is putting in work. Actually, I did not know that Comet procced on Lilia's passive. Does it? I think I just saw it.
I think it does. It probably works the same as Brand Comet does.
Okay. That's cool, actually.
You mentioned this previously in draft, but you know, Maximus doing a lot of really good things for his team in terms of roaming and getting a lot of pressure elsewhere on the map.
Oh my god, he gets the steal on the Raptors?
Just being a thorn in the side of Fail here.
That is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. That is insane. I'd be pissed. I'd be very mad if that happened to me as a jungler. I would be fuming.
I would not be having a good day.
I would be fuming. Yeah, wow. Let's see.
Buffs will be up for both the junglers here in about 50 seconds. It is an Infernal Drake for the first Drake of the game, so definitely something both these teams are going to be looking to want to get. You know, obviously loving that extra damage that it gives them. Rift will be coming up here fairly soon.
Looks like KSU is going to be setting up for the Dragon, just to be expected.
Yeah, and SMSU Hecarim not on that side of the map yet, although they are trying to get the scuttle here before they set up for drag. Possibly actually might be trying to mind game SMSU here a little bit. SMSU doesn't have vision.
Ooh, I wouldn't be surprised.
In this area.
Yeah.
And they are going to know that, or you would expect Fail to assume that they're doing Dragon, but SMSU doesn't have vision, so this will just be a, well, almost free drag. They do get the, well, it is a free drag. They get the Lux ult actually out of Storm Strike from that.
Looks like Fail's electing to clear as a red buff instead of going for it.
Bit of a misplay.
I don't know. I think they just decided to give it up. Because they definitely knew that they were on the dragon.
Ooh, but Set's going to get up here behind Lux in the mid lane here. He's going to get at the pull on her. Lux going to get the root off though. Push him out, but is half health here.
Oh no.
Oh, Pajamas. What's going on? You're looking like you're in a dangerous spot. Throws out the ult just to get the extra health there, but who is going to get the heal?
Okay. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, that's the lane though. That is a dangerous counter pick.
Very, 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 very close trade there. Both Pajamas and Shengineer are gonna try and just back off. Not well. Both of them are looking like they want to kill the other person, but
they have,
it's a dangerous gamble either way.
There's bloodlust in both of their eyes. Oh, looks like the Jinx Rocket.
Are we gonna see the change?
Oh, so close.
It's not there.
So close.
Not doing the same things that Barry was doing last game.
Unfortunately not.
Ooh, Seraphine.
Ooh. Wow, that said he almost
just barely doesn't get pulled there by the set.
Yeah. Looking for something on the Graves. I don't. Oh, this looks like a kill on the Graves. What?
Oh no, Fail! You just got to auto. You auto
yes,
kill.
There we go, Fail.
But
Lilia picks up the kill.
Not Zilia. Lilia.
Zilia. I mean, Zilia and Lilia. Zillion and Lilia. That's an insane combo, though. Zilia. So much fun to play as the Lilia. You just go so fast.
At me, Riot. Make your new champ, Zilia.
Zilia. That'd be sick. Actually, no, it wouldn't. That'd be broken.
Yeah, Volley going for that. Going to be going for that Fimbulwinter build here. So he is on a bit of a, actually 3 tiers on the side of SMSU. So they are looking to scale up a little bit here.
Like
the
flash. Okay.
Flash going to come out there from Josh. We're going to save him against Uwu. Uwu Berry.
Uwu Berry.
Was just calling him Berry last game, but gotta throw the Uwu in there somewhere, right?
Definitely.
Carey's gonna be coming up against Fail here. Does
Yeah,
have a
this
level
is
advantage on him though.
Definitely not the move from Fail. Bot lane is almost full price. Oh, their support's not there
A
though.
whole bunch of damage there from.
Looks like this
Berry,
is a kill
but
on
Berry
Uwu Berry.
has to flash
perhaps.
out there.
Oh! Oh!
Jinx
let's
Rocket
go,
gonna come
baby!
out, and Joshua picks up Berry.
There we go. This game is looking considerably better for SMSU than last game
Oh,
was.
but Fail.
Fail getting
That's
baited
a
by the set.
And a Graves.
Ooh. Shadow not getting there in enough time,
Stormcraig
unfortunately.
very low on mana here in the mid lane as well.
Looks like he's
Doesn't
going to
really
be
have
trying
the
to get a reset
resources
off.
to contest here, and yep, definitely looking for that reset.
15.6. Looks like KSU is 600 gold up on SMSU. Wait, 600. 800. Never mind. 800.
Just under a K.
Just under 1,000.
Just under 1,000. It's going to change a little bit here. And
Yeah, which is definitely.
Oh, Rakan looking to help out Cares there. Going to force out the flash from Lily as well as they all.
Fail taking the Krugs. Oh.
Very, very apt to point that out. Didn't even realize. I saw he was there. I figured he was coming to help.
I just
later,
think he accepted that. I think they just accepted that Shadow was dead there and decided not to help him. That's fair.
I am noticing now that Pajamas SMSU does have the teleport difference in the top lane again.
That is
here.
true. That is true. And the lane is pretty even as well. That's nice.
Yeah, Lilia just does have that one kill, but that wasn't on.
Oh, look at that. God damn. Look at. Oh, can't say that. Sorry. Look at that Graves damage, man. Wowza.
Oh, Fail
getting
you tried
exhausted.
to do something, but it's not gonna happen.
Ooh, Shadow
Seraphine
picking up
last
the kill.
alive.
Looks like
Gonna get
Shadow's going to
picked
go
up
down.
there, and that's gonna be a real quick triple kill turnaround there for 3-for-1 for KSU. Exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah.
If your Pajamas here, you got to take the reset.
Definitely.
Utilize the fact you got that TP.
Ooh, looks like Jinx Rocket coming top.
Gonna miss
Barely
again.
misses.
Unfortunately.
The Lilia definitely would have died to that too. Huh.
She's so fast. She's so nimble.
So nimble.
Darting in and out. Darting in and out.
True.
Dragons.
That's why it's so good against Volibear, because Volibear has very telegraphed.
Yeah, and
Lilia just leaves.
yep. I'm just gonna kite you out. Do % health damage. Kite you out and
Yeah.
Fail here. Not here to contest the dragon again. I believe he's doing his red buff.
I think Fail's
And
definitely.
Rakan is gonna come and mess with him on his red buff. So that is.
God, this Rakan absolutely disrespecting him.
You can see he Fail's a little mad there going
so
for the chase.
troll. Oh my god, it's like a bard. I love doing that as bard, just trolling the enemy jungler. It's kind of what the Janet top pick was about. A
Battle
while
of the
ago.
supports here. But it's Rakan. He gets to just dash out into the Baron pit. Or not the Dragon pit. Oh my. Same thing.
And with the zombie ward, his vision control has been insanely good this game. Ooh,
They're getting,
looks like a pick in the top lane. That's a kill. Zilia flash, no sums. Awesome. Nice kill from Fail.
Finding something on the top side. Does have to burn Ghost there for that, but one summoner for
A kill is
a
definitely
kill.
worth.
Definitely worth. Flash can be coming back up
Let's get
here
a dive on
onto,
sexy Joshua. Looks like a kill onto the Rakan. Seraphine ult goes wide. Looks like it could be a kill on the...
Oh, and
Ooh.
the tower comes in clutch.
Shutdown goes on the
Poor Shadow.
Seraphine, unfortunately, but I think that's fine. Seraphine does fine with gold.
Yeah, Seraphine scales pretty good.
Very well.
Pretty good.
Looks like, yeah, SMSU is getting that gold lead back. Still down by
Still
a
down
bit.
2.5 plus the Inferno plus the Hex Tech. So
Oof,
there's a little bit of gold value there, but as we say that,
yeah.
Pajamas gets killed up in the top lane, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
Luxalt gonna come out there try and help out Fail, but she does get the root off, but we've got a one-man advantage here.
Wide.
Oh, Graves flashing in there, gets rooted under tower. Ult's going to come out here from Fail. Fail trying to get some damage onto the Graves, but it's a Graves. Ult's going to come out here from the set as well as the shield.
Nice. Ooh, Josh is coming to clean it up.
Josh coming in here trying to get some more damage down. TP's coming out from volley. But Josh doesn't have the Mega Death Rocket is up very shortly here.
I don't think the Mega Death Rocket kills here. Ooh. One more auto?
Oh, but the Rakan is a little slippery.
That's to be expected. That guy's just been doing that all game. It's
he has indeed. In the enemy jungle, in their own jungle, in the lane.
He goes wide from the volley.
And now Pajama is trying to get some more damage onto Lilia, but he gets the sleep off on him, and Lilia, like you were saying, has that movement speed to just
I actually like that pickup.
Up and around. Yeah, I think against that team,
I think Chem Tank's definitely the right choice.
I think Pajamas needs it to get the backline access that he wants.
Oh, definitely. And even in lane against that Lily, it's just very strong to catch her. Just kind of what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm. I think overall, Chem Tank tends to be a little lower damage.
Oh, they buffed it recently though. The it has the instead of having the Sunfire, it has the
no, I
explodey.
know. Even with the little explosion,
yeah,
I think it tends to be a little bit less damage, but it might be a little bit more active damage because there, that passive damage that you get off with a Sunfire in a fight, it's that damage over time gets healed out a little bit by regen and stuff, so that burst damage can be really, really helpful.
It looks like KSU is going to go for a Herald into a dive on the top lane. I want to see how this plays out. I'm assuming not great for the volley bear. Rakan zoning him off of leaving the tower.
And that's going to be the Graves. And Graves just going to get all that free damage up against that wall.
Yeah, that's tough.
Lilia is beginning to get a little ahead in farm of the volley. Graves has a solid 27 over Hecarim in the jungle.
The Yasuo with the Wit's End first? I didn't even notice that. That's definitely a weird build.
That is a decision.
Lux. That is a decision that has been made this game. That is a. I actually don't agree with that. I don't think that's very good. I mean, what against the Lux?
The Lux, the Seraphine.
I think that's just weird. Ooh, looks like a kill on the Graves. Shut down for the Hecarim. Unfortunately, they didn't go to the Jinx. Looking at a kill on the Rakan.
A lot of damage here. Failed. Still trying to figure out something.
Big ult from the Yasuo. Ooh. This fight goes slightly in SMSU's favor, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, with the shutdown on the Graves.
Ooh, Lilia, fail. He's just going to back off here. Knows he can't stay.
Where's the scoreboard? There we go. Yeah, it looks like Fail's picking up most of these kills, which is, I don't think, what SMSU wants.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're looking for kills on Jinx to win this game, but...
Yeah, they're not going to hurt on... I mean,
yeah,
kills are kills, but, like...
Kills.
Do you want them on the do you want them on the ADC or the jungler?
Probably the ADC.
Probably the ADC. And Fail still dead here, so this will probably... They do have Lux ult to contest with, but it will come out late there, unfortunately.
Yeah. SMSU's rotations are just a little bit too slow this game.
Yeah,
just a tad bit too slow.
It will be a Cloud Soul. So...
Oh.
That is...
Oh, for Rakan? Oh, God.
Real dangerous.
That is dangerous.
On the side of... on the Rakan, on the Lilia, on the set.
On the set, yeah.
On the Yasuo.
Yeah, on everybody. I think SMSU...
That'd be something you would really love to see on SMSU.
Yeah, with the Hecarim.
Hecarim,
that's a lot of AD.
Bear.
That's a lot of AD for the Heck, but fortunately, the objectives aren't really going towards SMSU this game as KSU is putting up more pressure overall.
You know, the vision control from SMSU has really been lacking.
Oh, most definitely. This Rakan, or Maximus, is definitely keeping up the vision control really well.
Yeah, look at that. 65 vision score on him alone.
Oh my God, at 19 minutes? Holy.
28 on the other support in terms of Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh, looks like there's a dive or not a dive. There's no tower there anymore. So something happened in top lane.
A possibly very dead volley.
Ooh, a possibly very dead Graves. And he's done.
That Seraphine
Lux
needed
picking
to
up the
come
kill.
out just a little bit sooner, and maybe volley lives. But
yeah, still a great rotation from SMSU.
mm-hmm.
It's a good read, good tracking, yada yada, all that stuff.
All the important things I need
Yeah.
to say during commentary.
True. Oh man. Fails getting the blue.
It is actually a hull breaker first item outside. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that's the meta right now. There's rushing hull breaker on everything. Not everything. Top laners, but.
Do you still do it on top laners that are mid lane?
Oh yeah, I forgot that the set was the mid laner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. The rocket just goes wide on the Lilia.
That is the 0 for 3 so far on Joshua on those long range rockets onto the Lilia.
Yeah, that's tough.
He has hit some good ones in the mid lane.
True. It's like Shadow just slightly missing that ward on Raptor Camp with the sweeper. That's tough.
There will be a completed or a fully stacked tier there for the Hecarim, so he's going to be, and as I say that, he turns it into a Muramana.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a good item spike for him.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of damage on the Hecarim.
Going to be definitely looking for that Fimbulwinter onto Volley. Once Volley gets that Fimbulwinter, he's going to come online a lot more.
Yeah. Let's see. Looks like Graves is looking for something on the Volibear. Flash comes up from the set. Hullbreaker turns off.
Now Volley getting picked back in there. Going to have
like
to flash out.
Fail
Doesn't find
going in.
anything. Is supported there by Sturm Strike.
Luxky goes wide on the Graves.
That's gonna come out. Barely misses. Fail does pick up Sliver there, though.
That Luxall just threaded the needle in the perfectly wrong way.
Engineer has a free top lane here to try and farm out. Dragon is up here in 130, and SMSU really needs to contest it.
Yeah, SMSU does not want
They
that.
need to at least contest it.
Yeah, they
They can't just let it go over for
I
free.
think every single dragon this game has been uncontested, or in this whole
In this
series has been uncontested.
Yeah, has been uncontested.
Which is not good.
Not what you want to be seeing. Maximus just giving Fail.
Free 100 or not
Well,
30 gold.
Yeah, just being a thorn in his side, though, man.
I know.
He's just lurking around every corner. Every
so
time Fail turns,
frustrating.
and it's not like Fail's real scared of Maximus, like of the
Yeah.
Rakan. It's just like, dude, can you just get out of my jungle?
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's how KSU has been able to put so much pressure on the objectives this game. It's that they constantly know where Fail is at all times, and if he ever slips up, makes a map error, a positioning error, decides to gank. If he ganks top lane, that's a free drag.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. They know where he is at all times, which is super important in a competitive environment like this.
Fail trying to find something on the
Fail.
Maximus, but
Ulting on the Rakan.
yeah,
He's pissed.
he wastes his ult there, which is not what you want to do when it's 20 seconds till drag comes up.
Oh yeah, what's his cooldown right now on his ult?
It's
Can't
probably
see it.
it's 70 seconds.
Oh wow, yeah, that is not
And
what we're looking for.
he's going to die here real quick here as well. Seraphine comes out.
Wind wall blocks most of the Seraphine ult. Looks like Joshua's coming to the fight now. Yasuo Q lands on strike. Ooh,
Volley trying to get something done here, but doesn't have a whole lot of
oh
damage
my
yet.
god. The Graves takes no damage.
Yeah, and I think KSU just going to be looking
Strike having to
to
blow the stopwatch.
just gonna be
The
looking
Lilia
to
burn.
get some more pressure here mid, and and here Kare's going over to that dragon, so they're just going to keep pressure mid. Kare's going to pick up the dragon for free. Fail's not even up yet, so you can't contest it. Closest thing they would have is Lux ult, but Lux, good luck getting close enough to even ult on the dragon.
Yeah.
When you got 4 members of KSU knocking on your mid lane door.
This game has been looking considerably better for SMSU than last game did, but still unfortunately not in their favor.
Yeah, I think a lot of the similar problems of not seeing a lot of agency come out from Fail. Has more of the tools on Hecarim, and I say that.
So I guess. Ooh, this looks really good for SMSU, picking up 2 kills, 1 on volley. Josh has not been getting any shutdowns this game, which is Unfortunate for SMSU. Need the gold on the Jinx.
I should note, as I'm just noticing this, Stormstrike hasn't died once.
He's actually performing this game. Honestly, like 3-0. Like, good job, dude.
He's been finding a lot of picks, finding a lot of good bindings and
looks like they're aware. There's a Baron. Don't just ignore the Recon. Looks like that's a free Baron for SMSU. First objective of the series. That's what we're talking about.
And an objective bounty that they very, very much needed.
Most
that
definitely.
Baron will buy them some time. Elder will be up here in 5 minutes, which will probably be the next big fight that goes on.
Khan looking for the steal on the blue buff. Not.
Fail needs to not overstay here in his own jungle.
Looks like it's only... No, it's... Yeah, looks like they're going to get a reset. This might be a big tempo swing for SMSU.
Possibly. They are only down about 4K.
Sorry.
Well, 4K and a Dragon Soul, so not necessarily 4K, but you know,
yeah.
At least that's the number that it shows us.
Yeah, true.
It's hard to pit like what the actual value of that Dragon Soul is.
Like pajamas and ooh, the flash comes out of the Lilia.
Gonna get the ult coming out from Hecarim. Get a lot of damage on.
Okay.
Oh, and the sleep comes out. Like Lilia's probably gonna get out for free.
And Fail's gonna die to the burn. Wow. That's unfortunate.
I think there was actually just a slight misplay from Pajamas there. He tried to go around the tower when he could have gone around the other way and just pinched Lilia with Hecarim.
Oh, yeah.
And because he went around the other way, he couldn't get his empowered Q off to get the stun off. Because if they get the stun off there, she dies.
Yeah, that's Lilia though. She has Leandries. Oh, she decided to go for the Archangels. That's weird. I've never seen that. I'm not against it though. That's a lot of healing. Oh yeah, because they changed it.
Yeah,
pretty recently.
It heals you. Yeah, at the start of the season they changed it so that it heals you based off of how much mana you use and gives you ability haste based off of your
That is
mana.
a very deceptively tanky Lilia. Leandries doesn't give any defensive stats, but the healing from the passive and the healing from the Seraphs.
Oh boy!
Pajamas getting collapsed on. The ult comes out of Pajamas.
Has to try and get out, but gonna get picked up here pretty soon.
Pajamas picks up a kill.
He's not dead yet. Finally does fall there, but Maximus has to flash out. They
Graves
do
getting the
pick
bot
up
inhib tower, it looks
Lilia, but yeah, as this is all going on,
Shadow
there's
going for the rotation.
Cross map action.
I don't think the Graves, the Graves just leaves the inhib. Gets the inhib tower though. And look at all those wards in the bot side of SMSU's jungle. Look at that vision control from the Recon. Holy moly.
He has 117 score now.
That is some of the most I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think I've ever seen it that high.
Really?
I think genuinely do not think I've seen it that high.
I might have.
At least not while commentating and like doing observing and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's fair. That is nuts.
I think I've seen it get to like 60 or 80.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it get to like the high 80s into the 90s, but never 123
at 27 minutes.
Wowza. That is an incredible amount of vision score.
He has literally more than twice the vision score of Shadow.
And it is by nature of the champion too. Rakan is definitely more slippery.
You can't really be in the enemy jungle doing what Maximus has been doing on the Seraphine.
Yeah, but even so, I think this Rakan's macro has been insanely good this game, generally. Big play coming from the Rakan. Looks like a kill on Josh, maybe?
Bale gonna be trying to come in here.
Pick up a kill back on Rakan.
Definitely not worth a whole lot, though.
No, definitely worth for KSU there.
Yeah, Fail, I'm surprised he honestly didn't get killed in his own jungle. Because there was, just in that specific instance, because he came up from behind, he was able to get the kill, but Cares, and this is just what I'm talking about. Cares, just there.
The Graves just
throws out his ult.
Both of them.
Yep, throws out his ult, just bang, bang.
Maybe I should pick up that champ. It's just watching this guy play it. This is...
Pajama's going to try and 1v1 Cares. There's
I
two levels underneath, though.
I don't think this goes in Pajama's
Lux ult's
favor.
going to come in, but doesn't even hit Cares there. And yeah, Graves. Well, and Graves, I didn't notice when he picked it up, but the typical Graves build is you go Eclipse into Hex, into Collector, into Lord Doms as your third item spike. And Lord Dom's up against this team. Real strong up against Pajamas and Fail.
Oh, yeah, wow.
And then he gets the IE for his fourth item, and then
that is
you just
that is a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Wow, like Graves is at 4 items, 279 farm at 29 minutes, looking at about 9 CS a minute. It's really good. It's really solid. That's why Graves is so good.
Let's look at this Yasuo build though, real quick. You're just not killing him.
Yeah.
Has a Mercurial Scimitar. Why does he doesn't even need that for crit, right? Like,
I just don't know why he doesn't. Why does he have a Wit's End? I just feel like that's bad.
I think Wit's End is a really great item.
I think it's a good item. I just
don't see it a lot on like a Yasuo.
I just don't see it in this game in particular. Like, I feel like you need why would you need magic for this? I mean
Stormstrike is
performing.
4-0.
It's performing, but even so,
KSU looking to probably finish the game out here.
Looks like this Graves is going to get one auto and somebody insta-kill them because of the...
Oh, I didn't even notice. And this is how good of a commentator I am. KSU has Elder Dragon.
Oh. I noticed that. I didn't notice when they were taking it.
Didn't either.
Unfortunate.
A little bit of a flub. Definitely not something you want to miss.
But
you're obviously focused on the action, and it just definitely happened at some point. I feel real bad about that, actually. But
oh, the shutdown goes to the Lux. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to mean much when the game ends. That's tough.
And that will be KSU taking this second game and the series from SMSU here.
Stormstrike having the perfect game, though.
Yeah, not dying once. Maybe not the... Maybe some situations where he needed to die in. I'm not sure. I mean, when you're on Lux, you're so far back, you can do everything you need to without putting yourself in real risky situations. Yeah. So this was the last regular season game.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing this game, and you've watched some of SMSU's games before, what do you think SMSU needs to work on going into these next couple of weeks of prep that they have before the T-Mobile Cup comes up?
I think
if you had to nail down like 1 to 3 things.
Jungle tracking, and I think vision control is also part of jungle tracking. So those two go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think wave management.
I definitely agree on the jungle tracking and vision. Those are two things that I've seen come up time after time again with SMSU, where this seems pretty obvious, but like obviously in League when you have a lead, you're gonna play a lot better.
Yeah.
Something I've seen from SMSU before is like when they do get a lead, they don't necessarily know how far ahead they are. They don't necessarily know how to capitalize on it. But I would really like to see them. I think part of that is having better jungle tracking and vision control, because if you can nail down those two things, if you know you're ahead and you know the jungler's on the other side of the map, then you just go do whatever you want.
Yeah. One thing, like especially this game, one thing I noticed was that Fail wasn't even able. I can't really remember a time in which he was able to get a gank off as a Hecarim.
Yeah, he had the two decent pressures up top. He had two decent ganks up top with Lilia, but they were more reactive ganks. They weren't like proactive.
Yeah, and I think the reason he wasn't able to is because KSU knew where he was the entire game. All the time, knew where he was the entire game. And I mean, Maximus had how much vision score at the end? 150? Like
a lot.
Maximus was on that Hecarim.
Yeah, he didn't let him play that game for free. And I think definitely SMSU, cares. He got to play Graves in both the games. In the first game, he had to go up against Gwen jungle and didn't even interact with Gwen until he had already gotten a dragon and a Rift Herald for free.
Yeah.
And then in this game, just because KSU has good jungle tracking and they know where Fail is, they get essentially. I mean, the first 2 dragons were for sure free.
Definitely.
The third one was a little bit contested. Not very though.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're Fail and you're jungling, I'd like to see some more contests, even if they're like last minute on some of these dragons.
Like going for a steal.
Yeah, like, and I know that's not the easiest thing to do on Hecarim.
Yeah, it's not too hard, but it's not
yeah.
too easy either. There are definitely champs that do it better.
I just don't think that you can. Well, and if you know that they're gonna take the dragon, maybe be cross map and not just farming your red, and getting something done elsewhere on the map. If all that pressure is diverted somewhere else, and you're not going to contest it, then you should be getting something done accomplished somewhere else.
I think in both games in this series, SMSU lacked they had a severe lack of confidence. They didn't contest objectives because they just thought they would lose the fight. And I think, I don't know, I feel like you need to contest
take those
those.
risky. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Yeah, and I mean, so here's the deal. You take a risk, you know, it's a 50-50 chance you win the fight, let's say. Even a 60-40 chance, you still take that risk because if they get they get an objective, that's not great.
Hey man, 60-40 fight, that sounds real favorable to me.
I mean 40-60 for SMSU.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Still.
Yeah, still, I mean, it's better to take the risk because you know if you lose that game, you're doing nothing, and it's the last game of the season. Give yourself some agency, take some risks, and see where it takes you, even if you lose. You're playing against diamond players, platinum players, SMSU's primarily silver and gold players. Take those risks, and if you make a mistake, use that mistake to improve.
Yeah.
If you win, awesome, you're learning something. And I think there was just a severe lack of confidence and a severe lack of playmaking all across the board.
I would tend to agree. Thank you very, very much for joining us here at SMSU Esports. We have games coming up for Rocket League and Valorant on Monday. Rocket League will be at 6, and Valorant will be at 8:30. Yes, 8:30. And then Valorant had a rescheduled match from last week, which will be being played this coming Tuesday at 7. So be sure to check into SMSU Esports on Instagram. Oh my gosh. Instagram, YouTube, obviously here on Twitch, you're watching us, as well as Twitter.
TikTok too, I think, right?
I believe we have a TikTok.
I know Xander, I remember Xander talking about running a TikTok.
So please check us out on those socials if you need any updates regarding games that are coming up. We always put out posts up there on Instagram. I'm trying to get better about Twitter and the other socials as well. So thank you for joining us here at SMSU Esports. This has been Kramagra.
And I'm Big Al.
And thank you, and we will see you next time.